Hello, this is your Sagittarius full moon for June 3rd, 2023. So we have a full moon in Sagittarius at 13 degrees and, of course, exactly opposite the sun in Gemini at 13 degrees. So, to get a better idea of what this full moon is going to be about, we have to look at the sign the moon is in, which in this case is Sagittarius. And what is Sagittarius? Sagittarius is a fire sign, and Sagittarius is a mutable sign, like the sign of Gemini. And mutable signs are about change or making changes. And Sagittarius is connected with the ninth house. And the ninth house is about what? It's about truth. Sagittarians love to speak or find the truth. It is about the higher mind, our philosophies, or our spirituality. The ninth house is about anything long distance or foreign. That can include languages. And it is also, besides travel, about higher learning, knowledge, education. Additionally, the ninth house is about legal anything. However, generally, the ninth house is not about open court. It's about contracts, legal negotiations, and so forth. So, during this full moon, very likely these topics are going to come to a head because the new moon is about fresh starts and new beginnings. And the full moon is about endings, the finishing up of a moon cycle. So there's going to be some information that comes about now where we feel it has been hidden. And with such information that has been kept from us involving what? The truth, uh, knowledge, and so on, this may create a little bit of tension, and especially because we have the moon applying a square off to nebulous Neptune. And what is Neptune? Neptune is connected with the unknown. It's the 12th house. And right now, Neptune is in Pisces in its own. So this can only create more as far as deception, secrets, and so on. Also, Neptune is connected with water, and we've got Neptune in its own of Pisces. So there may be issues that come to a head now regarding water. And also, this can include not just a lack of water, but possibly overabundance and vice versa, or something connected with minerals, oil, and so on. But because the moon is applying within about a day and a half a square off to deceptive nebulous Neptune, well, there are going to be some bits of information that are going to come about between this time of the full moon until the next new moon regarding that which may make us frustrated or uncomfortable, or information we may say, well, you know what? I knew that all along, and now we have the information, and what are we going to do with that? Because remember, Sagittarius loves the truth. And that is what is going to be pivotal during this full moon, is getting to the bottom of what is the truth. And equally, we have, well, within about 6 degrees, we have a very wide square off additionally with Saturn. Now, the moon has moved past Saturn, but it is still very lightly within 6 degrees of this square off. And Saturn is about karma. It's about responsibility. Karma is about, or excuse me, Saturn, yes, is about karma, but it's about structure, knowing right from wrong. So this only kind of emphasizes this need for truth and feeling like if we don't tell the truth, or there are things that come about now, that there may be repercussions. So there may be an issue, especially with regarding with the moon in the ninth house of legalities, knowledge, and so on. We may fear that if the truth comes out, there may be repercussions, or there is discussions regarding an issue or issues regarding truth, that there may be some repercussions, maybe for persons or a person keeping deceptive secrets, or we may be simply confused, because that's what Neptune does. It seeks to confuse us with the facts. We may still remain uncertain about really what is the truth, what are the facts, and we may still have to do some digging. And that is what the moon in Sagittarius is about, getting to the bottom of things and bringing out the truth. What is real? And when you add in the sun in Gemini, well, Gemini, in a way, understands Sagittarius, even though they are opposing one another, because they are both mutable signs, and Sagittarius and Gemini have a knack for effective communication. And with the sun in chatty Gemini, and also within this wide T square to Saturn, there's going to be a need to communicate about information that comes out. Kind of like, look what I found, and let's talk about it. Is this the real deal? Are these the facts? Let's get to the bottom of what the truth is. Let's have a discussion. So whatever comes out now is going to be very much at the forefront in the media and in our lives personally. There's going to be some information discovered that we want to look into, if what we have found out is the real thing, if we have the facts. So this Sagittarius full moon is all about that. It's about truth. It's about the facts. It's separating the wheat from the chaff, what is real, what is not so real, what is deception, are we being lied to, and this kind of theme. So this is the time we want to speak very clearly. And as always, where this full moon is in your personal birth chart will be of the utmost importance, and with the transiting and progressed in your personal chart aspects. Okay, so we also have, yes, wonderful, lucky Jupiter yet in the sign of Taurus with the North Node. And as always, the nodes are a very sensitive point. And with Jupiter on the North Node, this is touching, and especially direct opposite of the South Node in Scorpio, this is very sensitive as far as what? What does Jupiter in Taurus represent? Our money and our value system. So with Jupiter on the North Node, we are going to be very much connected with what we value, what we feel is right and what is wrong. That may be connected with what? With our money, with finance, with our work. And we are going to be very vocal about right, wrong, our principles, our opinions, because Jupiter loves to bring things out. And it is the depositor of this Sagittarius full moon. So there may be some discussions, heated or maybe just discussed right now, brought about what we believe is right, wrong, perhaps our philosophies, our opinions. This could be tied in with the law because it's connected with the ninth house. It also could be connected with what? Education, all forms of travel or long distance travel. And this is going to be very important. There's really going to be something of an issue between the time of the full moon and the next new moon about such issues, especially connected with the ninth house and all those aforementioned topics, especially when you've got Jupiter now in Taurus. We want to stay very strong in what we believe is right, wrong, the truth, and so on. We have to bring about this issue of let's uncover the veil of deception. Let's get to the bottom of things. So this is going to be the whole thing. Now we also have Mercury, the communicator, connected with the unexpected Uranus in Taurus. And that's only emphasizing this Taurus theme right now. And Taurus kind of gives a little bit of grounding to this mutable sign full moon because Taurus is an earth sign, very practical, very sensible. And the good thing here is Mercury is with Uranus. Yes, we may speak a little bit unexpectedly out of turn. Yes, there may be some unusual or kind of off-center discussions now regarding the matters of aforementioned and the full moon about the facts. But with Mercury, with Uranus, we may have an unusual knack for investigating the truth. But we will do it in such a way that is extremely sensible because we are smart, that we don't want to get carried away with craziness. It's like we know there's something that's wrong here or the information has been brought about, but we want to be intelligent about negotiations or about our conversations, which is very good in this case with Mercury with Uranus. Yes, indeed. And we've got, to add to this, we've got Venus, the planet of love and affection, at 28 degrees, very late. Venus in Cancer. And Cancer's all about home and security. And this is just past the sextile to Uranus. So heading on to the sign of Leo. So this Venus in Cancer is a cross between what? It's a cross between the uh, fourth and the fifth house, between Cancer and Leo. And Venus will be within 2 days going into the very warm-hearted yet gregarious creative sign of Leo. So at this time, what is Venus in Cancer? It's about home and family. It's about our feeling of protection and security, and it makes a sweet trine with Neptune. So at least Venus in a trine with Neptune and in water is kind of encouraging us to kind of add to this connection with the full moon to bring about whatever it is that we feel is being hidden from us. But it is encouraging us to bring about information that we're to the point we do not get carried away with drama, because this is a trine. So it kind of implies that we should be sensitive, protective, compassionate to whatever information comes out, that we don't want to get so defensive that it creates drama or emotionalism. So this is very good. It's saying, well, we've got the information, whatever's coming about, we must be very protective, but at the same time, we don't want to create too much conflict and too much drama. So that's a very grounding connection because of the trine. Okay, so we also have Mars, the planet of action, in the sign of Leo. So once Venus goes into Leo and Mars is in Leo, although they will not conjoin at this time, it's about what? It's about the show. And Mars loves to be in the sign of Leo. So whatever comes about, it's about Mars wanting to really put the information kind of on display. Like, look at what we found, and because of the information, we have to make sure that this cannot happen again. And there's going to be a lot of grand discussions, a lot of animation, people being very expressive to whatever is really capturing our attention at this time. So Mars is going to be very assertive in bringing about drama to this issue, but it certainly will provide for some fireworks and theater that really gets us going, especially because we've got Mars, the planet of action, making a square off within about 4 degrees to both the sensitive north node, squaring off the sensitive south node in Scorpio, and what? Expansive Jupiter. So we are feeling, well, hey, we should have known about this. And if we don't try to really right the wrong or really kind of make corrections now, then whatever topic that is getting our sensitivities going here is going to come about in the future. So in this case, yes, mostly, especially involving a fixed T-square here, they can be rather annoying or agitating. And this is the case with this fixed sign T-square indeed. But Jupiter loves to really exaggerate. And remember, it's the depositor of this full moon. Mars loves the fireworks in Leo, loves a little bit of that pizzazz and drama. And Scorpio loves to dig up what is just below the surface. And especially now with Pluto almost back into Capricorn retrograde in Aquarius. So there may be some unusual topic of discussion now that really grabs our attention and may involve the masses or the public. So, yes, what an arousing full moon that this is going to be. It's really going to capture the drama. It's really going to bring out some deep-seated feelings. Yes, it could cause some conflict, but to some degree, because of the connection with Neptune, Saturn, the moon, and the sun, it's really going to kind of confuse us. Were we told the truth? The truth is coming out. What do we do with it? And either way, it's going to generate a very strong reaction. And to some degree, where we may feel rather protective or a need to protect ourselves or home, family, you name it. So let's look to the positive here. The positive is basically Taurus. Taurus is very grounded. It's about intelligence, practicality, and what are values. So what is good here, and especially because there's a beautiful sextile between the North Node in Taurus and Jupiter in Taurus with Saturn. It's about really having a strong sense of our value system. It's about staying true to our ideals. And that is going to be the theme which whatever comes about during this full moon time is going to be the focus. It's about sticking to what is right and staying true to our sense of protection and home and family. And once we bring about, or once we have very powerful discussions about this issue of deception or about right and wrong, and even if it causes a little bit of drama in the meantime, it is connected with Pisces. And as always, Pisces is about compassion. It's about applying our sensitivity. Saturn in Pisces is about karma. So if we learn from whatever transpires during this full moon, and our values, our money, the truth, anything ninth house, and really taking a hint from the Gemini Sun and really getting connected with each other and feeling a little bit restless, opening up discussions, then indeed the Sagittarius full moon will be very interesting, diverse, but mostly one of variety and sensitivity.
If you'd like to get in touch with me, my contact information is down below. I give one-on-one readings and written reports. Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification. Until next time, many, many blessings.